I've been with Lash for like 5.5 years. I started with the education facility as a student and then worked in the spa. So at the time, Lash & Company was like a kind of a combined spa and smaller school. And so definitely it's expanded immensely, which is phenomenal. So been grateful for the journey. I think we always had an interest in franchising. We had entrepreneurial spirit.
We worked in tandem with Nick and Bailey, kind of alongside them, collaborating and learning from their experiences. And we really gravitated towards the franchising part of it because, as Kryta's mentioned, our entrepreneurial spirit has been always there. And I think it kind of aligned with what they were aiming to do.
Lash & Company offered a set of just really sound systems that were in place. They took the guesswork of operational ownership, because there's a whole nother component to that, out of having to make it up on your own. I feel really blessed to be a part of the inception of the franchise and those types of things. They offer, from the operational manuals to protocols, the systems is so robust that it just made sense to fully invest into it.
For myself, it's transformed my career by being able to implement all of the skills and knowledge that I gained throughout my entire career prior to Lash & Company. And I've been able to kind of implement those skills and knowledge into something that we're super passionate about. And it's just been an amazing journey as far as like the trajectory that we've kind of aligned ourselves with.
I really do love working with my partner, and I feel as if this has given me that opportunity to collaborate in a way and grow in a way. I think the resources are pretty endless. If you're looking for legal resources or financial resource or network within the businesses, I think us as franchisees, we rely on each other too. If we have even like a candidate that comes through, they're in another part of the state or even in a different state, we connect with them and network. Hey, have you used this electrician? Or do you have a medical director in mind? Yeah, we have a list. I would say it's pretty endless. Like, it does take that guesswork out of trying to run out and do it on your own.
We have a pretty tight-knit little community, and we kind of treat ourselves as like extended family members when it comes to asking each other for advice. We actually have a monthly meeting where all of the franchisees kind of collaborate and talk to each other and give each other ideas and feedback, and it's a wonderful setting to have as far as like when you start off, and then as you go along your journey, you have all of this knowledge that other people have already been through, and you can also like kind of implement that for yourself as well.
I would say that even partners who work within the spa are amazing resources, right? Even great partners that have worked for many years inside of each of the spas or one of the spas or whatever it may be, offer and contribute to that community and that resource bank. I think their culture is deeply rooted in our values. We have 6 values that I think really resonate with everyone. We have resilience, communication, passion, innovation, trust. Whatever action we're carrying out, we are using a value. We're exercising a value in some way, whether it be coaching conversation with providers or we're speaking with the franchisors. We're using communication, but we're also maybe building trust, but then we're also establishing innovation in that conversation as well. So I really do think that like we fall in one of those buckets for sure.
What I get out of the culture out of Lash & Company is the empowerment aspect of it. There's a lot of great people here that really love to lift each other up, and I find it extremely valuable to kind of see that throughout the day. My advice to anybody thinking about franchising with Lash & Company is you can find your version of success here. The company is extremely willing to lead you to the path and to your goals. In essence, are just family members that want to see you succeed in your business.
You know what's interesting is sometimes things kind of like come full circle. You might not really see the work that you're putting in because it's not like a hard system, right? You're not painting a wall and then, oh, it's done, it's painted, right? And that is especially true with client service. It takes a few times to really make a long-standing impression with a client, especially in this realm, right? When we're touching people's spaces, we're, enhancing beauty. I just recently had a client testimonial. It was a verbal testimonial here at the Parker location. She just wanted to share her feedback and say, hey, your leadership within this spa, you do a really good job of running it. She was just like, I just have to say, your team here is incredibly talented and they really go above what is asked of them. I always feel comfortable here. I've seen several people, and it was true, she had seen several people, and she says, it really is a testament to your leadership, your provider's leadership within the spa. It really goes a long way. So I think when it comes full circle like that, it's like, okay, all of the pieces, all of the components are really getting put in place, and that feels really good. That's the true testament, I think.
Hearing feedback from clients by proxy through the girls and through Kryta, I've learned that the client experience has been top notch here. And it's amazing to hear them come back and say that like this place is kind of an extension of their home and the providers are like an extension of their family. It's always amazing to kind of get that type of feedback coming from the clients.
I would love to be a multi-unit owner. We have 2 locations right now, but I'd like to have 10 or more locations. I would like to have a unique experience for partners too within the spas, to have some buy-in, potentially grow with us as franchisees within the franchise too.
I think for our outlook, we're extremely positive on it. And I think we're really forward thinking in that respect. We like to obviously have multiple units, but we don't want to limit ourselves to just this state. We want to go further and beyond out to other states and even internationally. So that's kind of like higher level of thinking. Opening up stores like outside of the US would be amazing for us.
We always kind of think to ourselves that like maybe potentially be the first international franchise. It's a shoot for the moon, like kind of goal, but we definitely, want to throw it out there. I want to stay committed to Lash & Company being a renowned, extraordinary experience for every client that walks through our doors.